All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. Waconia Wildcats in action on the road this afternoon against the Litchfield-Dassel-Cokato Dragons. Got a couple minutes left of warm-ups for both teams and pick up the pucks and get underway. Wildcats coming off of a big win yesterday, last night, Friday night game in Delano. 3-0 on the season and looking to keep the steam going and keep on piling up the wins. So we're coming to you from the bird's nest up here at the Litchfield-Dassel-Cokato ice rink, and we got media permissions to get up here and use it, and I think we might have a couple players from the varsity team stopping by in between periods to have a couple words. Exciting menu of events here for today. Actually, a pretty nice building too. The rink itself is seems familiar, but community center attached to it has been updated, and everything smells very new. About 30 seconds until puck drop. Goaltender for today's game for the Wildcats will be Rylan Stanislawski. Rylan 2-0 on the season. I believe she has back-to-back shutouts. And wins over New Ulm to start the season, and then Princeton. Buzzer sounds, and pucks are going to get picked up, and we'll get started here in the first period. We get a good camera angle today. Sitting up in this media booth area, we right behind both benches and the penalty boxes and the score table. So best angle we could get in the house. Across the ice, you have your stands, all the fans filling in for the JV game here, Waconia and Litchfield. And Coach Grundhofer going over the last-minute strategies before we get started. Ref blows the whistle and beckons the teams to the center ice dot. Get this game started. Forwards for the Wildcats to start the game will be Kristen Strozak at center, Chloe Charbonneau and Raven Brink at wings, and Addie Clemens and Grace McLean at D. Puck drops, Strozak goes to Brink. Brink in pursuit. Litchfield-Dassel-Cokato Dragons in their home whites. Waconia Wildcats in the road darks. Puck battle. Puck goes below the goal line. Dragons get to it first. Dragons cut to the net. Shot high off the runner, and that one is going to deflect to Charbonneau. Charbonneau goes across ice to Brink. Brink moves up ice. She's got some space. Dumps low and has Charbonneau in support. Charbonneau gets a stick on that one. That's going to allow Brink to come in. Brink looks to center. That one went off a skate. Clemens pinches. Strozak to pick up the loose puck. Nice chip by Strozak to Clemens. Clemens reverses to the boards. Pass to McLean. McLean shot. Glove save. Wildcats starting the attack right away. Getting a lot of good opportunities early in the games and getting on top of opponents right away. So see if that can add to their winning ways. Josie Petz on the draw. Puck drops, Dragons win it. Petz is in pursuit, loses an edge. Dragons are out of the zone, met by number 14, Leah Britz. Defense for the Wildcats. Nice poke check by Petz. That's going to go to Smith. Smith goes up the wall to Petz. Loose puck back to Britz. Britz to Schutte. Schutte sidesteps a defender. Pass to Simonson. Simonson in a one-on-one battle. That one came out of the zone. Wildcats have to tag up, but the Dragons are off on the attack. They dump low. Schutte back to retrieve. She picks up a rolling puck. Pass to Smith. Smith patient with the puck. She moves it ahead to Schneider. That's off a Dragon skate, and Schneider's going to get to it first. Schneider behind the net. Loose puck in the slot. Grant starts her shift. Back checked by senior Sydney Schneider. Pass to Berger. Berger hits a skate. Leah Britz takes an angle. Nice defensive play by Leah. Get possession of the puck, and she looks to find Berger in the neutral zone. Loose puck to Emerson Schutte. She goes up the wall to Berger. Berger tries to center to Strozak. Dragons on the attack. Dragons drive below the goal line. The wraparound attempt. Dragons drive to the middle. High slot chance. Shot. Glove high. Dragons strike first. Litchfield on the board first. 1-0 over the Wildcats. 12:22 left in the first period. Strozak line back on the ice. With Charbonneau and Brink at wings, Clemens and McLean at D. Puck drops. Dragons have it off the draw. Good stick by Brink. Strozak gets upended. Brink and Charbonneau on the forecheck. Dragons start the breakout, but good angle by Kristen Strozak. Wildcats are going to get caught off sides. Neutral zone face-off. I don't know. I don't. No, that's just the varsity on that side. So, yeah, sorry. Puck drops. Wildcats in the offensive zone. Brink on her backhand. Strozak had a shot at it. Charbonneau shot from tops of the circles, and that one is gloved. An offensive zone for the Waconia Wildcats. Josie Petz on the draw with Ellie Simonson, Addie Smith at her wings, Emerson Schutte, and Leah Britz at D. Shot off the draw by, looked like Petz. Petz followed her rebound. Loose puck on the wall to Litchfield. Schutte reads that one, and she's able to get across the red line and dump. Simonson in a race. Simonson shoulder to shoulder. Loose puck to the point. Britz able to corral it, gets a shot. That one hits traffic. Pressure by Smith. Loose puck off the wall, and Schutte's able to hold his own. Loose puck to Dragons, but Simonson's going to get a stick on that one. That one crossed through the goal mouth, but Dragons are out of the zone. Britz picks up a loose puck. Looks to reverse on the wall. Britz chips to the middle. She's going to have Simonson or Schneider. Dragons able to intercept, and Dragons are caught behind the blue line, going to be offsides. Wildcat forwards Sydney Schneider, Ava Brandt, and Sylvia Berger. Clemens and McLean at D. McLean steps up at the blue line. She's able to force a turnover. Brandt has it. Looks for Schneider. That one came out of the zone. Sylvia Berger intercepted that pass. Wildcats are getting into passing lanes and creating opportunities. Puck drops. Schneider ties up. Brandt's going to catch it out of the draw. Brandt with a shot from. Dragons break out. Strozak able to take an angle. Loose puck to Brandt. Brandt to Berger. Berger on her backhand. Shot on net, and that one caught and saved. Ref square up the centers, and puck drops. Charbonneau picks it up out of the pile, and shot on the ice, frozen by the Litchfield goaltender. Teams line up again. Puck drops. Scrum, and Brink is in pursuit. Brink forces a turnover to Charbonneau. Charbonneau to the middle. Strozak fighting through a stick check. Brink got a backhand on that one. Pad save. Rebound went to the corner. Charbonneau with the loose puck. Charbonneau centering pass. That one off the side wall, and Clemens collects. Clemens to McLean. McLean wheels, looks up ice for Charbonneau. Good stick by Raven Brink. Wildcats have numbers 2-on-1. Brink loads up a shot, glove save. Goalie plays it to one of her defenders. Charbonneau able to intercept that pass. Good stick check. Dragons push into the Wildcat end. Ritz ties up the stick. Good plays the body. And the loose puck is going to go to Schutte. Schutte looks for Charbonneau on the breakout. Puck exits the zone, so Wildcats are going to be able to change their forwards. That allows the Dragons to start a quick attack. Dragons looking to work the goal line. Pass off the wall. Simonson intercepts. Ritz gets a stick on it. Schutte pass to Smith. Smith has some ice in front of her. Loose puck race. Smith ridden off the puck. And defender, nice chance by Simonson. Smith was in pursuit, and she forced a turnover as the defender for the Dragons, defenseman for the Dragons, tried going around the net. And Simonson hopped on the loose puck. Puck drops. Petz wins it to Britz. Britz around the wall low to Smith. Smith battles on the wall, but that one's going to exit the zone, and Britz picks it up. Puck protects. In and out of the Litchfield zone. And Litchfield pushes through the neutral zone. Stick check by Smith. That allows Schutte to pick up the loose puck. Schutte cross ice to Simonson. She deflects off her skate. Ellie Simonson reverses to the wall. Nice escape move. Simonson passes across to Schutte. Schutte shot. Pad save. Good look by the Wildcats. Simonson able to deflect that one off her skate up to her stick. Puck drops, and Schneider wins it to the corner. Brandt has it. Brandt, backhand pass to McLean. McLean loads up a shot. Save. That one is loose behind the net, and Brandt goes to Berger. Berger lets that one go up to McLean. McLean to Clemens. Clemens down low to Brandt. Brandt to Clemens. Clemens works down to the goal line. Brandt has it. Schneider. Schneider pass to Berger. Berger on the shot. Save. Puck's loose. Whistle's blown. Wildcats with a lot of pressure here. Midway through the first period, 7:28 left in the first. Litchfield up a goal over the Wildcats. Goal early in the first period. Puck drops. Right off the faceoff, goes back to the goaltender, and she freezes. Schneider on the draw. Puck drops, ties up. Dragons recover, but Berger got a stick on that one. Clemens with the stick check. McLean retrieves. McLean reverses to the wall. Brandt has it. Brandt drives into the zone. Drop pass to Berger. Berger shot on the ice, and that one trickles to Schneider. Schneider hammering away at it. Loose puck is going to go to the goal line, and the Dragons collect. That one's going to be icing on Litchfield. The Wildcats looking to tie it up. A whole lot of chances. They're looking for each other. If we're moving the puck high to low and finding chances in the high slot, keep going after them. Puck drops, one to the wall. Brink in a one-on-one battle. Strozak picks up the loose puck. Strozak, the rolling puck. Up the wall to Schutte. Schutte down low to Charbonneau. Strozak and Charbonneau battling. Litchfield's able to clear his zone, but Schutte's going to get to it. Backhand pass to Britz. Britz hits the tape. Strozak has it. Pass to Charbonneau. Charbonneau shot. Shot came in high on the goaltender, but she was able to make the save, just squared up on the shot. More chances for the Wildcats. No shots being kept for this game, but the Wildcats are getting their fair share. Puck drops, Brink. Good stick, forces a turnover. Brink to Charbonneau. Charbonneau backhand pass to the slot, hits traffic. Charbonneau got it again. Litchfield exit the zone, but Britz is right there to head off the attack. The puck isn't getting very far through the neutral zone before the Wildcats are able to take an angle. Wildcats dump. Change forwards. Smart play by Strozak to stay in the attack. Just keep the Dragons back in their goal line. Good stick by Eddie Clemens. McLean breakout pass to Smith. McLean has it. Finds Simonson. Simonson pushes through the middle. And the Dragons dump into the Wildcat end. McLean's going to get to it first. Rolling puck. She's able to collect. Dragons with a chance. Dragons drive middle. Backhand shot. Glove saved by Stanislawski. And that one, she got a piece of it. It hopped up in the air and she went for a second, but it just got beyond her reach and it ended up in the back of the net. Dragons with their second one of the day. Wildcats getting their fair share of chances, though. Plenty of good opportunities and keep their foot on the gas, and they're going to find a goal, probably a couple of them really quick. 5:12 left in the first period. Schneider on the draw, ties up. Brandt comes through, picks up the loose puck. Pass to Berger. Berger low to Brandt. Loose puck to Schneider. Puck still loose. Goalie's in the splits. Nice back check by Berger. Contact by Brandt and Britz. Good puck protection by that Dragon forward, but Wildcats are going to really get the puck away from her, and that one's going to chip ahead to Brandt. Brandt has Berger. Brandt dumps low. Berger gets a stick on it. Berger has another chance. Shot wide. Brandt picks up the loose puck up the wall to Britz. Britz chips back to Brandt. Brandt collects the loose puck. Shot high. Glove save. Kristen Strozak on the face-off with Charbonneau and Brink at her wings. Puck drops. Brink in a battle. That one's chipped out of the zone. McLean collects. McLean head up, looks for options. That one's off the stick. Wildcats have a play. Charbonneau got to it. Strozak pass to Brink. Brink kicks it ahead, dumps. Strozak and Charbonneau on the forecheck, and that one's reversed. Raven Brink got a skate on that one. And Clemens pinches. The Dragons are still able to clear. Sophomore Grace McLean, number 16. Pass to Strozak. The Dragons dump. Clemens, nice cutback. Cuts back again. Goes against the grain. She's got her defensive partner, McLean. Pass to Charbonneau. Charbonneau cross-ice pass to Brink. Brink deflects that one ahead. That one is going to be just away from the net, and it's going to be icing on the Wildcats. .326 left in the first period. Down a couple goals, but getting plenty of chances. Coach Grundhofer offering some words of encouragement. Just keep grinding. Nice play by Petz off the draw. Cross-ice pass by Litchfield. Litchfield brings it around the wall in the Waconia end. Smith, little backhand touch pass to Petz. Petz finds Simonson. Simonson has speed through the neutral zone. She looks to drive wide. Simonson still on the puck. She looks to center. Loose puck, chance for Petz. It's going to roll to the sidewall. Dragons looking to spring a player for a rush, and that's going to be an icing face-off back in the Litchfield end. Refs switch up their centers. Puck drops. Schneider look for Brandt. The Dragons off the races momentarily, but player lost an edge, and McLean picks up the loose puck. Goes cross ice. Schneider to chip that one off the wall. Dragons intercept. Good stick by Clemens. McLean comes in, plays the body. Nice play by Grace McLean. Puck rings around the wall to Berger. Berger reverses. That one gets caught up in the ref's feet. Berger still has it. She leaves the zone with speed. Has Brandt entering the zone with her. Berger works on her backhand. Berger reverses to the wall. Then that front had Schneider. She gets the loose puck. Schneider has Berger. Berger cross-ice pass. Berger to McLean. McLean, partner Clemens. Shot. Rebounds loose. Cleared to the wall. Raven Brink starts her shift. She's able to pick it up in the corner. Backhand pass. And Dragons able to clear the zone. Rolling puck to Strozak. Dragons trying to corral a loose puck, so puck's just rolling right now on both teams. Charbonneau. That one exits the zone. Strozak got a stick on it. Touch pass from Clemens to McLean. Shot, saved by Stanislavski. Rebound to Charbonneau. Wildcats trying to clear and get a change. Dragons getting some offensive zone time right now. Wildcats got to hang tough. They drive to the middle. Puck's loose. Backhand. Stanislavski makes a save. Rebound back to the Dragons. Loose puck in the corner. 45 seconds left in the first period. Brink able to get that one out of the zone. She kicks it ahead. Wildcats are going to change a couple forwards. Loose puck to McLean. McLean's going to ice. Smart move for the last 30 seconds of the period. Get some fresh legs on the ice and see if they can push into the O-zone and get a goal. Eat into this 2-goal deficit. Coaches shout 30 seconds. Puck drops. Petz on the draw. Battles for possession. That one's off a skate and shot. That one's blowing on the ice. Moves through the goal front. Simonson and Petz in pursuit. Loose puck's going to go to Britz. Britz works through traffic. Loose puck to Simonson. She chips up the wall. Looks like the Wildcats are going to go on the penalty kill and the holding call. 5 seconds left in the first period, so not much time on the penalty kill. Be an offensive zone faceoff though for the Dragons, and it doesn't take much time to score a goal. So if Wildcats are able to win possession of the puck quick and get it on the wall and just pin it there, we'll burn some time off the clock and we'll go to intermission. Puck drops. Pet's able to get possession. Dragons may get a shot off, and that's going to be the end of regulation for the first period. Waconia down 2-0 to the home Litchfield-Dassel-Cokato Dragons. So we'll have the second period in a couple minutes. Teams will get a short break. Coaches will get a chance to talk to the players. In the meantime, we have some visitors with us here in the press box, some members of the Waconia varsity team.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, we've got, introduce yourselves.
Callie Lenstein,
Yeah, what grade?
8th grade.
Yeah.
I'm Lucy Erdel. I'm a sophomore.
I'm Brooklyn Hem. I'm an 8th grader.
I'm Mallory Feld, and I'm a sophomore.
Yeah, can't thank you guys enough for your time and coming by and visiting with us and supporting the JV team. So a lot of good sportsmanship and teamsmanship here. So how are you guys feeling about the game today?
I'm hyped.
Hyped.
We're bouncing off from a tough loss.
Yes. Yes, this is going to be our third win in the books.
Third win.
What do you guys think of this building, this community center? Pretty nice. It smells new,
nice.
doesn't it?
Yes.
The
locker room does not smell good.
No.
The lighting could be better, but it's good.
Yes, it is good.
Yeah.
Way better than last year.
Is it as bad as like the
It's like up here.
Cottage Grove bad?
Yeah.
It's like a dead body.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
terrible.
Well, and maybe it's a cat or something. Well,
Yeah.
thank you guys for stopping by.
Of course.
Good luck. So a couple more periods. When do you guys start your warm-ups?
Mid-second period.
Okay.
Like at 7 minutes left.
Like 6 or 7 minutes left of the game.
All right. Well,
I think we're going to pump like 6 or 7 goals on them today.
that's the right attitude to have.
Yeah. I think so too, Mel.
All right. Now I see what you did there. All right. Well, good luck, ladies. We'll take a short break, come back for the second period in 42 seconds. All right, back for the second period. Either Schneider, Berger, and Grant, or actually Wildcats, I apologize. They're going to start the period on the penalty kill. It'll be a minute 56 left to kill on the penalty. It'll be sophomore Ava Grant, number 25, on the draw with Sylvia Berger, number 7, at her wing, and Clemens deep pairing with Schutte. Able to chip that one into the Litchfield zone. Litchfield on the power play to work the wall. Schutte heads that one off. Loose puck, shot short side, saved by Stanislavski. Dragons work the puck to the point. Shot, that one hits traffic. Brandt's going to get to it, and Brandt able to clear. Berger turning on the Jets. Loose puck is played by the goalie, and Brandt's going to collect that one. Brandt looks center, but that one ended up on the tape of the Dragon. Dragons poke check by Clemens. Brandt has it. Brandt moving through her opponent's feet. Brandt picks up the puck in the corner. Strong on the puck. Backhand. Loose puck to Charbonneau. Shot. Save. That one came out of the zone and back in, but the Dragons able to get possession. 53 seconds left in the power play. McLean picks up a loose puck. McLean crossovers, exit the zone. McLean's driving with speed. She moves wide. Shot from the goal line, short side, saved by the goalie. Glove save. Great drive, though, by McLean. Wildcats on the penalty kill, and they're still able to get the offense going. They're down a couple goals, but there's chances. Sydney Schneider on the draw. That one is won by the Dragons. Schneider, nice play to gain possession. Pass to McLean. That one's off of a shin pad to Charbonneau. Charbonneau on the wall. Shot. That one steered away by the Litchfield tender. Litchfield off to the races. So is Charbonneau. Great back check. 18 seconds left in the power play for Litchfield. Shot. Deflected. Stanislawski shot that all the way in. The tip came from right around the hash marks, and Ryland was ready for it. Puck drops. Litchfield, D-to-D shot. Stanislawski pad save. Rebound to the corner. Strozak's going to collect that. Strozak's able to clear. Going to be a shot on net. Petz is in pursuit. Puck off the wall. Dragons collect. Good pinch. Forecheck by Addie Smith and Josie Petz. Puck in front of the Waconia bench. Loose puck to Schutte. Wildcats clear the zone. Dragons may get a chance here. Schutte's on the back check. She gets a stick on it. Shot, saved by Stanislawski. Great play by number 18, Emerson Schutte. Keep her feet moving. You don't want to get too much of that player as she's going into the zone. Refs are just looking for a reason to call the penalty sometimes. And Emerson kept her feet moving too, and it was just a great play, great back check. Five-on-five hockey for the Wildcats. Face-off won by Schneider to Britz. Britz off the back wall to Schutte. Puck caught up in the referee's feet. They're doing the best that they can sometimes, just trying to stay out of the way. I wouldn't want that job. Loose puck to the Dragons. Shot. That one's blocked by Schneider. Schneider off the back wall to Brandt. Brandt, nice play on the wall. The Dragons are able to hold the zone. Puck behind the Waconia net, collected by Schutte. Schutte passed to Berger. Berger off the wall. She's able to clear the zone. The Dragons regroup. Ritz picks up a loose puck. Puck chipped deep in on net. Berger on the forecheck. She creates a turnover, trying to find Strozak. That one comes out of the zone, and McLean gets to it. McLean to Brink. Brink plays that one ahead to Strozak. Wildcats looking to eat into this two-goal lead. One of the goals for Litchfield came early in the game, and the second one late in the first period, but Wildcats getting a lot of quality chances. Good stick by Charbonneau. Dragons able to exit the zone. McLean able to gap up, and the Dragons have to dump and change. Nice punch turn by Clemens. Made some time and space. Charbonneau has it. Pass to Brink. Brink chips ahead. That one will be an icing on the Wildcats. 10:52 left in the second period. Wildcats down a couple goals. At the Litchfield Civic Arena. Puck drops. One to the point by the Dragon. Shot deflected to the corner. Brink reverses behind her net to Schutte. Schutte spins off a defender. Pass off the wall. That one won't make it the whole way. It's going to be a foot race. Got a couple Wildcats going after it. We have Simonson and Petz. That one will go to Smith. One-on-one. Leah Britz. Nice play by Leah. Good stick check. Forced the puck to the wall. Shot. That one goes across the net front. Simonson looks to clear. Stanislawski able to pick that one up on the goal line and cover. Stoppage of play, 9:59 left in the second period. Dragons win it off the draw. Shot, Stanislavski pad save. Puck picked up off the goal line by Schneider. She's got Berger cross ice. Sylvia catches that one, able to collect it, and has Brandt running in the middle. Berger working to have possession. She still has it. Pass to McLean. McLean on her backhand. Picked up by the Dragons. Cross ice pass is open for the Wildcats coming out of the zone. Good stick by McLean. Berger picks up the loose puck. Berger goes across traffic. Berger turns on the Jets. She has Brandt going to the net. Shot, rebound, just beyond Brandt's reach, but she's able to collect it. Brandt, high slot, shot, high off the glass. Clemens thought about pinching there, but smart play. Get back, and she's able to force a turnover. Schneider steps in, and she dumps. She's got Brandt on the forecheck. Ava Brandt, she has a stick on it. Brandt on her backhand, keeps possession. Poke check by Brandt, and that one is to Britz. Britz reverses. Puck on the wall. That one's going to drift down into the Litchfield zone, and Strozak on the attack. Schutte picks up a loose puck back to Britz. Wildcats looking for options to get into the zone. That's going to result in icing and face off back in the Wildcat zone. Puck drops. Strozak wins it to Charbonneau. Charbonneau drives wide in the zone. She has Strozak, loads up a shot. Shot just goes wide of the net, and that one's going to ring up the wall to Britz. Britz holds the zone. Puck goes back down low to Charbonneau. Charbonneau passes to Strozak. Strozak tips. That one's just wide. Charbonneau centering pass, loose. Charbonneau able to keep a stick on that one and hold the zone, and here come the Dragons. Pass is going to be two out and far in front of number 16 for Litchfield, and going to be an icing. Midway through the second, Wildcats still trying to get on the board. First marker of the day. Gotta believe it's going to come. Josie Petz on the draw with 24, Ellie Simonson, and 28, Addie Smith at wings. Grace McLean. Going to shovel that one down below the goal line. Simonson's going to be in pursuit. Simonson gets a stick on it. Puck up the wall to Clemens. Clemens to McLean. McLean to Petz. Petz tried for a one-timer. Dragons capitalize on a deflection, and they exit the zone, but Wildcats counter. Puck back in the Dragon zone. Smith in pursuit. She might have gotten a piece of that one. It allows McLean to make a play on it. Ava Brandt able to force the turnover. Clemens has to retreat in her end. She's going to work into the corner. Backhand pass off the back wall to McLean. McLean's got to turn and go. Puck to the slot, and Brandt clears it. Looks for Addie Smith. Shot from deep is going to be wide. Puck is tipped out of the zone by Sylvia Berger. Brandt giving chase. Bouncing puck just seems to be ending up on the tape of Litchfield. Litchfield player looking for outlets, and that one is going to bounce off of the skate. Schneider a chance to come in, pick up the loose puck. Brandt looks cross ice to Berger. Berger driving on her forehand back. Nice play across the grain. Berger all alone. Shot, 5-0, goal, Sylvia Berger. It took a little doing, but the Wildcats are on the board. 2-1, just down a goal with 6:07 left in the second period. Pass by Ava Brandt, found Berger, and Berger, she went to her forehand, back to her backhand, toe drag across the front of a defender, and she walked it on the goalie and just buried one. See the Wildcats get another one here quick. Leah Britz working on the wall. Just dropping the shoulder, pushing forward, but the Dragons able to get possession. Shot deflected by Schutte. Schutte reverses. Dragon shot blocked by Brink. And Schutte has to collect. She reverses. That one's up the wall to Charbonneau. Charbonneau has it, has some room in front of her. Pass tipped ahead to Brink. Brink got a skate on that one, and Strozak's going to jump on the loose puck. Brink alone in the net front. Good play, good back check by the Wildcats. Shot, that one's going to be by Charbonneau, just wide, but Brink is going to pick up a loose puck on the wall, and she works it low behind the net. Charbonneau passes Strozak, shot, saved. Feels like you can tie up this game here with 5:02 left in the second period. Maybe even take the lead. Dragons are going to change up personnel. Wildcats are ready to go. Josie Petz on the draw. Wins it back to Smith. Smith, shot, saved. Puck drop and a quick shot by the Wildcats. Just takes a couple seconds. Same setup, shot by Smith, and same exact result. I think in under 4 seconds, we've had 2 shots on goal. Doesn't take long. One back to Smith. Smith, she goes to Clemens this time. Clemens with her shot. That one's gloved and saved. Great job by Josie Petz winning the faceoffs. 3 for 3 on this shift. Dragons are going to change it up, come back and move forwards. See if they have any luck against Petz. And Petz is going to get tossed. Addie Smith sliding in for the faceoff. Smith works to the wall. Dragons retrieve. Simonson, good angle. And that one's chipped ahead. Clemens is going to get the loose puck. Clemens pass to McLean. McLean looks up to that one's going to find the Dragons momentarily. Simonson with a chance. Simonson off the races. Works on her backhand. Shot. That one just wide of the net. Good hustle. Simonson's going to get another crack at it here. Schneider starts her shift. Steps into the path of the puck, and that one is going to go to open ice, and Schutte's going to get to it first. Schutte reverses. To Schneider. Schneider walks into the zone. Schneider on her forehand, drives wide. Centering pass off a skate. Backhand pass. That one just went behind Brandt. Good stick by Berger. Berger has the feet moving. She walks in the zone. Berger toe drags past the Brandt. Brandt opens up. Brandt battles on the wall. That's going to give Schneider a chance to get the loose puck. That one skips over Schutte's stick. Good back check. Stanislavski able to make the pad save. Couple teams playing hard here. 3:22 left in the second period. Britz around the wall to Brandt. Brandt. Puck off a stick, and that one is to Britz. Britz looks up ice. Berger wins the race. Berger on the goal line behind the net. Berger still has it. She works up to the point to Schutte. Schutte's shot hits traffic. Schutte still has it. Shot deflected to the corner. Brandt works up the wall. It's a drop pass to Clemens. Clemens to the slot. Clemens still has the puck. Clemens reverses. Escapes again to Schutte. Schutte's going to get an open look. Shot saved. Rebound by Strozak. Brink. Clemens to Schutte. Shot, high save, cleared by the Dragons. Clemens, she has Shooty up ice. Wildcats just keeping the pressure going. Brink shot that one. Saved by the goalie, and we had a sequence of about 10 shots there. Strozak on the draw. That one goes to McLean. McLean, shot by Clemens. Strozak looked to get a tip on that one. She picks it up the end of the net. Charbonneau, touch pass to McLean. McLean back to Charbonneau. Charbonneau loads up a shot. That one hits traffic. Backhand pass to the slot. Clemens steps down. Clemens chips low. Strozak looks for Brink, dropping down the slot. But Clemens look across ice for Charbonneau, but that one picked off by the Dragons. And minute 30 left. Hattie Clemens on the back check, but the Dragons were able to get a stick on it first. They had a net presence, and Rylan Stanislawski, she read the play east to west and able to make the save. Puck drops, Pets on the draw, and that one shot, saved by Stanislawski. Pad save, rebound, that one's off the side of the net. Shooty's able to get the rebound. That one's up the wall, off of Pets' stick, and Simonson's in pursuit. Wildcats fake and stay on sides, they're good. Smith with a chance, shot, that one saved, rebound's loose. Goalie out of position. Wildcats some good chances there off the rush. About a minute left in the second period. Pets, loose puck, shot. That one's in the corner. Simonson pass to Pets. Pets deflection to the net, and that one is covered. You get an intermission in between the second and third period. They resurface. The Wildcats can tie this one up with 1 minute left. That one comes out of the zone. Shooty collects to Britz. Britz reverses to the wall. Cuts middle, sidesteps an opponent. Here comes Leah Britz, number 14. That one gets caught up in Brandt's skate. Shooty steps down in the play. 30 seconds left in the period. Emerson Shooty chipped up. She's going to draw a penalty. Wildcats are going to get a 29-second power play to finish up the second period. Coach Grundhofer has his group he wants on the ice, and Wildcats are going to try to tie this one up. (23) Schneider ends up to take the draw, face off. Dragons bench is yelling ice it. That one worked low to Brandt. Brandt tries to find Berger. That one is off the wall to Clemens. Clemens works low to Brandt. That one hops over her stick. Clearing attempt, and that one's going to make it. Stanislavski's going to play that one. 6 seconds left in the period. Clemens passed to McLean. McLean looked up ice for Brandt, but there's not going to be enough time on the clock. Wildcats just down a goal, but plenty of good scoring opportunities. If they keep the third period the same as the first couple, they may be able to overcome that deficit pretty quick and just start running up the score in the third period and go up 3-0 on the season. So we'll take a break before the third period. Be right back. Yeah, we're about to get underway with the second period. The Zamboni has a couple more laps to make, and we'll get the third period going for the Wildcats. Great second period for them, able to eat into that 2-goal deficit. And we're joined here between periods by goalie El Bagenstos and forward Talon Camrath come to pay us a visit here and share something for the camera. So.
We wanted to share a joke. Talon, what do a dentist and a hockey coach have in common?
I don't know, Elle. What do they have in common?
They both use drills.
That's a solid joke. And I thought I had bad dad jokes, but it is a good one. Thanks for joining us, guys. Good luck here in this game. Get an afternoon game here in Litchfield. So out of all the three towns, Litchfield, Dassel, Cokato, which one is your favorite?
Probably Cokato because my family lives here.
So would you rather like reorder the names and go Cokato, Dassel, Litchfield?
No.
No,
Okay.
I feel like they're doing pretty good. With
Litchfield
what they got.
rolls off the tongue
LDC
pretty good.
I thought it was all one town, so.
I did too, and then it just kept on going. We kept on driving, and it's 40 minutes in between each of them.
No, someone on the bus said like, "Oh, we're in Cokato," and I was like, "Oh, we're here already."
Yeah, no, you
we
have
had
another.
like 10 more minutes to go.
Yeah,
That's a funny
which
joke.
feels like an hour, but we made it here, and here we go.
With
So.
Grundy's driving, we made it
Oh
here.
my gosh.
I think I flew like 3 times.
Well, he knows the routes, so you can trust him in that.
Good point.
All right, we'll let you guys get back to it. Good luck.
Thanks for having us.
See you in a couple. Okay, we're back for the third period. Team's getting back on the ice. Quick little jaunter around their zone and get the legs loose. get after for the third period. The Wildcats are going to start with a 1:32 power play. This was Emerson Schutte drove into the offensive zone late in the second period and drew a tripping call. Sent the Wildcats on the power play. A few quality chances to wrap up the second period. Fans making their way back to their seats, getting their intermissions. Intermission snacks. It's like the Grand Casino Arena here in Litchfield today. This good camera angle here, courtesy of Litchfield Dassel-Cokato Blue Line Club. And scorekeepers able to let us use this crow's nest, good camera angles and shots of the benches. So right up close and personal. Off the draw, Strozak moves that one into the offensive zone. Charbonneau just beyond her reach. She's going to get a play on it. Raven Brink steps into the path of that loose puck. Strozak. Charbonneau hard into the wall, but Wildcats are going to pin the Dragons deep. This play by Britz. Charbonneau came in with support, and that one is going to allow Litchfield. They're on the rush. Backhand attempt. Stanislawski pad save, rebound to Strozak. Strozak's out of the zone just as easy as it came in. Pass to Charbonneau. Shot off the back wall to Strozak. Strozak behind the net. Wraparound attempt. That one hit a skate. Dragons are going to ice. Addie Clemens back to collect. 35 seconds left on the power play for the Wildcats. Clemens moves through the neutral zone with speed. Clemens passed. That one's just behind Schneider, but she was over the red line. No ice. Clearing attempt. That one picked off by Clemens. Clemens backhand pass to Berger. Berger looks middle shot. That one goes across. Schutte picks it up. Backhand to Schneider. Dragon's going to try to clear, but Schneider got a stick on it. Berger picks up the loose change. Berger backhand pass says Brandt. That one is going to go to the high slot. Clemens' shot hits traffic. It's going to be the end of the power play for the Wildcats. Berger picks up the loose puck. Pass to Schutte. Schutte back to Berger. Berger pushes through traffic. She toe drags around an opponent. So trade positions with Schutte. Schutte, strong stick. That one is going to go to open area for a 50-50 battle, and Dragons come out on top on that one, but puck collected by Berger. Berger to Schutte. Schutte to Brandt. Brandt, she may have a chance at a shot. Shot hits the goalie high, bounces over, and shuts in the net. Ava Brandt ties the game up for the Wildcats. Yeah, Brandt able to push into the zone, and the shot hit the goalie high, and it bounced up over his shoulder, just crossed over the goal line, and heavy shot by Brandt ties the game. Persistence pays off for the Wildcats. Puck drops. Katz pushes that one forward. Loose puck in the neutral zone to Britz. Britz pass to Schutte. Schutte, puck deflected. Strong on the puck. She stays in the play. She's pushing from the neutral zone as Simonson pass through the neutral zone with the Dragons on the attack. Dragons looking to go wide. Drop pass. Cut to the middle. Shot. That one's high off the glass. Simonson chips it towards the blue line. That one's going to clear the zone. Wildcats on the forecheck. Puck hit Schutte. That one comes out of the zone. Emerson Schutte picks up the puck off the wall. Great play. She finds Simonson. Simonson's able to chip that one deep into the zone. The Wildcats change up their personnel and some fresh legs on the ice. Puck dump. That one is picked off by Britz. Britz chips ahead to Strozak. Strozak got tied up. She gets a stick on a player, and that one cross-ice pass will be to Charbonneau. Charbonneau has Strozak. Shot that one, glove save. Wildcats getting pucks on net, and one of those rebounds drop in front of the high slot, and the Wildcats hammer it home. See if they can go up and take the lead for the first time in this game. Puck drops, one to the wall to Strozak. Strozak pass to Charbonneau. Charbonneau tried to move that one to Brink. Brink got a stick on it. Charbonneau to make a play. Dragons break out of the zone. They have numbers, but loose puck goes to Schutte, and Schutte finds Brink. Brink chips ahead. Chloe Charbonneau. Play by Chloe. Strozak supports. Strozak behind the net. On her backhand, pad save. Litchfield off to the races. It'll be a shot saved by Stanislawski and a touch up by Charbonneau. Tripping call on the Wildcats. 10:39 left in the third period. Wildcats will start the penalty kill with Ava Brandt and Sylvia Berger. 25 Brandt taking the draw. Britz and Clemens at D. Puck drops. Dragons have it on the wall. Loose puck to the high slot. Dragons work to the point. Puck thrown low. Britz is going to have a chance at it. She picks up the loose puck. Rims that one around the wall. Berger able to get a stick on it and clears. Berger with speed sizing up where the goalie plays it. That one almost went back in front of the net. Goalie was trying to play it behind the net. Clemens, opportune, jumps on a loose puck. Wildcats are going to have to back check. Grant has fresh legs. Good back check. Loose puck's going to go to Smith. Smith. Puck up the wall. Dragons are able to reset. Fan on a couple shots. Shot hits the side of the net, and Smith able to clear that one out of the zone. Wildcats getting a change. 1:07 left in the penalty kill. Josie Petz with the back check. She's able to force a turnover, and she has it. Clear it by Petz. Makes it all the way down on the Litchfield end. Long spring pass connects, but it stops just short of the blue line. That's going to cause the Dragons to have to tag up, and Clemens able to get to it. Time ticking off, and Britt's able to clear. Rolling puck. Change directions right in front of the Litchfield bench. 33 seconds left on the power play for Litchfield. Litchfield drives into the Waconia end. Centering pass, misses its mark. Pats fires up the wall. Looks like we have another penalty here. Interference this time, and we'll see who it's going to be on. I was following the play up the wall. It looks like Litchfield is going to get their turn in the penalty box. 20 seconds, Wildcats get a player back, and it'll be even strength, or full strength, and we'll have a power play for minute 40. That's my UW Stout math there. Lucky it's even numbers. Puck drop, Charbonneau on the draw. Dragons able to win it. They reverse. Charbonneau has the pressure. 10 seconds on the Waconia penalty, and the power play will start. Dragons off the wall. Britt's able to hold the zone. That one deflects. Wildcats full strength. Shot by Britz. That one gloved and collected and frozen by the Litchfield goalie. For 12 and Grant turned on for interference at 6:02 of the third period. 23, Sydney Schneider lines up to take the face-off. Berger and Brandt at her wings, with Britz and Schutte at D. Puck drops, one to the wall. Clearing attempt, finds its way to Schutte. Schutte to Britz. Britz shot, blocked. That one will send the Dragons out on a 2-on-1. Shot, saved by Stanislawski. No problem. Good angle by Ryland. Glove save, stoppage of play. Puck drops. Emerson Schutte was playing on the wall. She's able to break the Wildcats out. Nice backhand pass behind the back pass by Brandt to Berger. Berger gets poke checked, but she still has a play on it. Brandt has it in the corner. Brandt walks the goal line. Kicks the puck to the goal front and covered by the Litchfield Dassel Cokato goalie. Wildcats will change up their forwards, coming back with Strozak, Charbonneau, and Brink. This line's had plenty of opportunities here with a minute on the power play. You can look for them to get a few shots on net and a few scoring opportunities. Loose puck to the slot. Schutte heads that one out, but that comes out of the zone, and Charbonneau and Clemens working to get possession back. Clemens tied up in the corner. Looks for support. Litchfield with a chance. Short side saved by Stanislawski. Rebound to Clemens. Clemens' pass is going to be off the wall to Charbonneau, and Charbonneau is going to try to force the zone. Schutte steps in and support. Schutte picks up a loose puck, drives, forehand to backhand in the slot. Schutte pulled down. Strozak comes in to support. We have Addie Smith pinches. Wildcats just moving forward, looking to take the lead in this game. They fought hard to get the equalizer. 7:05 left in the third period. Game's tied 2 apiece. Nice play by Britz to chip that one off the wall to Brink. Brink pass to Charbonneau. Sorry, Strozak. Strozak has it. Announcer just gave the call, and even strength hockey, the penalty just expired. Dragons clearing, that's going to be an icing. About 6:40 left in the third period. Great to see the Wildcats pull ahead here. It's the type of game that's a game they've had to work for every bounce. A lot of scoring opportunities, and got back to the even this game up. See them pull ahead. Cross ice pass from Smith to Clemens. Shot. Simonson looked to the net front. She was able to get the pass out there. Smith chips the net. That one collected by Litchfield. Litchfield out of their zone. Pass off of Clemens' skate. She's able to collect. Clemens starting a rush of her own. Chips in ahead. She's got Ellie Simonson. Simonson on her horse. Clemens still in the play. She's able to get to it first. Pass to Schutte. Schutte shot hits traffic. Simonson ties up. Berger steps down to help. Sylvia Berger tripped up on the wall, and Litchfield's going to collect. Litchfield player runs out of real estate, and Simonson, strong back check for Schneider to spring her. This play by Britz, taking away ice. Schneider picks up the loose puck, breakout pass to Schutte. Schutte pass to Schneider, a little give and go. Dragons chip out of the zone. Britz is going to have to pin that one on the wall, and she does. Loose puck to Clemens. Clemens walks through traffic. Loose puck comes to the Waconia bench. Going to be an offsides. 5:02 left in the third period, all tied up here in Litchfield. Puck drops, Strozak on the draw. She moves that one forward. Dragons on the attack. That one goes wide. Brink trying to pull that one out of traffic. That one's chipped behind the Waconia net. Clemens to Schutte back to Clemens. Defense playing catch and keeping possession of the puck. Breakout pass to Brink. Brink caught enough of it. Pass to Strozak. That one's back in the neutral zone, but Schutte has a full head of steam. She drives in the offensive zone. Pass to Strozak just out in front of her. Strozak in the corner, centering pass, can't connect. Schutte pins that one on the wall. Dragons trying to break out and get a change at the same time. Good stick by Raven Brink. Christian Strozak picks up the loose puck. Strozak walks into the zone, 1-on-3. Able to get a shot. That one not handled by the goalie, and rebound was there. Would have had another player, but before Wildcats were changing. Dragons with a chance here. Shot on the ice, saved by Stanislawski. She's able to cover. Face off in the Waconia zone. Cuts Simonson. Smith at forward with Britz and Clemens at D. Puck drops. Dragons win it. Simonson, pressure. That forces a bad pass, and the Wildcats are off to the races. Josie Petz has Simonson going to the net. Shot, saved, and frozen. Yeah, if that shot hits the pads of the goaltender for Litchfield, Simonson is right on the doorstep to put the rebound home. Puck drops. Petz wins it to the wall. Litchfield's there. Litchfield for options. They're able to walk out of the zone and apply some pressure. Shot blocked by Schutte. That one's off the side of the net. Stanislawski, wise move. Saw the pressure closing in, and she gets a stoppage of play. .3:16 left in the game. Sydney Schneider on the draw. Schneider able to clear the zone. Long reach. Poke check there will either spring Schneider or Berger. Puck in the Waconia end, and Schutte collects on the wall. Sidesteps an opponent. Cross ice pass to Berger. Berger drives wide. She has space. She does just that. Berger with the shot. Schneider, long reach. Goaltender is able to poke check that one out. Back and forth hockey here late in the third period. Loose puck to Berger. Berger. Brandt. Shot high off the glass. Cleared by Litchfield. That one just comes out of the zone. Wildcats forced to regroup. D-to-D pass. Clemens to Britz. Britz back to Clemens. Touch pass from Berger to Schneider and chipped ahead to Brandt. Brandt, puck protects, moves behind the net, wraparound attempt, loose puck. Nice play by Brandt, kicking that to her forehand. Shot goes high off the glass. Puck goes cross ice, and Berger's in pursuit. Lifts a stick. Sylvia Berger has it. Sylvia has some speed. Stick tied up. Sylvia strong on the puck. Charbonneau has it, sends a shot to the net. That one steered away by the goaltender. Litchfield clears the zone. Minute 51 left in the third. Britz's pass off the wall to Clemens. Clemens had to Charbonneau. That one picked off by Brink. Brink, snapshot, glove save. Raven Brink staying in the middle, just kind of waiting that play, and good puck support. Able to catch a loose puck and get a quick shot on net. Looks like it's going to be a timeout called by Waconia. If you got a timeout, you might as well use it.
Timeout, LDC.
Well, it's going to be Litchfield taking the timeout, so to get a minute break. We're back at it for the final minute 36. We'll mic back on here and we'll get a little bit of, maybe we'll pick up a little bit of audio from the Wildcats getting ready to final push here in the third period. If they're able to bury one, it'll be a well-earned goal and a well-earned victory. Wildcats were playing from behind most of the game, and it wasn't from a lack of trying. Plenty of good grade A scoring opportunities. A couple good bounces turned in favor of Litchfield, but the Wildcats stayed on the attack and stayed in the game. And ready to put this one home. Here we go with Kristen Strozak taking the face-off. Charbonneau and Brink at her wings. Brink gets body position. That's going to allow Brits to pick up the puck. Pass from Charbonneau to Schutte. Schutte pulls the trigger. Shot. That one just high over the net. That one may have caught it. Deflection off of somebody and skipped over the net, but that one had top corner written all over it. Brits to Charbonneau. Charbonneau. That one goes through the goal front. Brink rings around the wall to Charbonneau. Charbonneau's going to pick up the loose puck. Goes to the net. Deflection. Brink with a chance. Strozak. Loose puck to Brits. Brits shot. That one. Charbonneau with a chance. High. That one's off the glass. 1 minute left in the game. Charbonneau on the loose puck. The Dragons are able to clear. That one makes it all the way down. It's going to be icing. Wildcats finishing up this game with authority. Coach Grundhofer's happy. Wildcats are coming back to the Schneider, Brandt, and Berger line. A whole lot of firepower there. We got Clemens and Schutte. They'll jump into the play as well. Schneider wins it to Brandt. Brandt to Schutte. Schutte around the wall to Berger. Centering pass to Schneider. Dragons able to collect. They're off to the races. 35 seconds left. Dragons drive wide. Clemens trying to push that attack. That one, loose puck, is going to go off of Stanislawski. Nice play by Schneider to pick up the puck. That one, Brandt chips it ahead. Wildcats. That one, Brandt, stick check, stick lifts. Brandt trying to tie up. 15 seconds left. Berger ridden off the puck. Schneider trying to force a turnover, but 8 seconds left on the clock, and the Dragons may get the last attempt at scoring here. Nice play by Schutte. Chips that one ahead in the neutral zone. That one is going to roll deep in the zone, but the buzzer is going to sound. 2-2 final for this one. It's Can we play overtime? Refs are asking if we have time. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, we may get to see some extra hockey here, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants to end in a tie, right? Referees confirm, and I think we're going to get some overtime.
Shots are open in the third period. We're only 15 in the fifth control 48. LDC 5.
We'll have to figure out the graphics on the scoreboard. 48 to 15 shots in favor of the Wildcats. We'll just pick that up from the scorekeeper's table. Yeah, our scoreboard says fourth period. I'll figure out how to make it say OT. Time to start our extra frame of hockey. 5 minutes on the clock. Next goal wins. Teams will switch ends. Goalies trade spots. It'll be Josie Petz on the draw with number 24, Ellie Simonson. Addie Smith at wings. Britz and Clemens at D. Puck one back to Britz. Britz works up the wall. Smith steps in for support. Litchfield starting their rush. Litchfield drives into the Waconia zone. Reverse pass to the D, and that one, Simonson got a stick on it. Clemens picks up a loose puck. She chips out of the zone. Clemens stays on the attack. Smith is able to chip that one off the wall, but Dragons are able to collect, start an attack. Poke check by Clemens. Puck rattles off a couple sticks. Britt's going to have to make a play. Britt's able to hold possession. Simonson, nice pass to Smith. Simonson and Smith move through the neutral zone. Addie Smith has it. Reverses to the wall. Centering pass. Looks for Strozak. Puck sneaks out of the zone. Poke check by Britz. There's puck to Schutte. She's got Strozak in the neutral zone. Strozak has some room in front of her. Strozak cuts across traffic. Wildcats on side. Shot by Strozak just wide. Strozak picked the Litchfield defender's pocket there. Wildcats still have it. Schutte's shot deflected up over the net and high off the glass. Charbonneau backhand pass. Rink to Schutte. Schutte with the shot. That one saved and corralled. 3:29 left. Extra frame of hockey. Overtime session. Strozak on the draw, wins it to Brink. And Dragons on the attack. Dragons enter the zone of speed. They cut to the middle. Hit Clemens and Charbonneau. Shot from a bad angle. That one, pad saved by Stanislavski, and she covers. Sydney Schneider on the draw, wins it to the wall. Britz pins her opponent on the wall. That one still tied up. Nice play by Leah Britz. Moves ahead to Brandt. Brandt looked to chip up the wall. That one, Britz is going to have to make a play. Dragons with a chance. Short side. That one hits the side of the net. Backhand pass, centering. Brandt, she's got a chance at it. Shot. That one hit traffic into the Waconia corner. Britz and Schneider working to get possession. Berger's going to work down the wall for support. Berger is trying to get a stick on it. Ref's urging the players to work on and get it loose. Puck comes out to Berger. Berger looks across ice to Brandt. Brandt has to come back for it. Brandt regroups. 2:22 left in overtime. Ava Brandt still on the puck. Brandt behind her net. Pass off the wall, looks for Schneider. That one's going to enter the neutral zone. Dragons got possession. Nice play by Ava. Brandt stays in the play. Looks for Berger. Berger almost got a stick on that one. Dragons transition. They dump into the Waconia zone. Minute 55 left in overtime. Aaron pass finds its way to Berger. Berger looks cross ice to Brandt. Brandt gives chase. That one banked off the wall, and Litchfield collects. Good angle by Sylvia Berger, number 7. Shot, that one gloved and saved. Josie Petz wins the draw. That one goes back to the Dragons and blocked by Smith. Petz cross ice to Simonson. Simonson picks it up on the wall. Neutral zone battle for possession. Britz gets a stick on it. Able to steer that one to Schutte. Schutte off the wall to Smith. Bouncing puck. Centering pass, maybe a chance for the Dragons. Shot that one, went off of Smith's stick.
1 minute overtime.
One-on-one battle on the goal line. Stanislavski trying to cover. Dragons with it. Shot off Stanislavski. Shot high. That one just wide. Ritz picks up the loose puck. That one's deflected to the high slot. Litchfield still has it. Pet's able to clear the zone. 40 seconds left in overtime. Puck deflects high off the glass. That one would have went in the Litchfield bench. It would have got a quick stoppage. Ice is tilted for Litchfield here. The Wildcats looking to get a late chance. Rosie Pet's trying to clear. Simonson chips ahead to Smith. Smith with a chance. Smith shot. That one deflected. 20 seconds left. Wildcats are going to get some new skaters on the ice. Strozak. Schutte able to pinch. Schutte has Strozak going to the net. That one's deflected the wall. 7 seconds left. Strozak walks behind the net. Wraparound attempt. That's going to do it for this one. Good game for the Wildcats. It's a tie, but hard-earned tie. Pressure all the way to the end, and very entertaining game. So thank you guys for viewing. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for these games. Glad everybody's getting a chance to watch them.
8-12-31 for LDC, 3 for a total of 20. Once again, everybody, check out
Yeah, we were trying to listen in for the shots on net totals, the finals, and it wasn't coming through too clear, but Wildcats, a lot of good chances. Litchfield played a tough game, too. Good battle. Nice game here on a Saturday afternoon in Litchfield, so we will stay on, keep the mic on for the tap. We'll actually see it from another angle today. The fans across ice from us. We'll get to zoom in for that, and then we'll end our broadcast, and we'll come back for the varsity game. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.